We had a fun weekend at the cabin, an annual event that my family does, but the go-kart took a beating. One of the nephews ended up rolling it. And the roll cage actually did its job, but I'll show you some of the damage. So the front bumper got tweaked, which actually I believe probably saved the A-arms, so that's a good thing, because I really don't want to rebuild those A-arms. I think I can straighten this easily enough. Some of the other damage is this took a bend. I can straighten it out a bit too. Not too worried about it, but I'll straighten it out a little bit. And then the only other place, well, one of the rims on the tires got a little bent, but it's still holding air. The other one lost air, but I think it's just because the bead broke. I think I just need to fill it up again, and they're tubeless, I believe. I'll have to double check that, but I believe they're tubeless. So I'll have to fix that. And then up here, this weld broke, which doesn't surprise me because I ground it down mostly like this side to kind of blend it in, but you can see it's cracked there and that's rusted through. Did that a long time ago. I wasn't worried about it. It wasn't structural or anything. It was just to hold this piece on. So I'll straighten this out. I'll re-weld it down. I may leave a little bit more weld on it this time. But anyway, that's the damage that has to be repaired. That being the worst. I don't have a oxyacetylene torch. I would like that to straighten that out. Maybe I'll heat it up with propane torch or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see how it goes. Well, I've straightened this significantly. If I can get this little curve to come up, that will suck this in straighter than it is now, but it's doing pretty well right now. I don't have an oxyacetylene torch, so I can't really heat this up as red as I would like. It would go well if I could do that, but all I have is this little propane torch and this little MAP gas. And so between the two of those, I'm going to try heating this up again and use these shorter blocks to try to straighten this out. Put a little more force internally right here instead of out along this area. We'll see if we can get that to straighten out a little bit more. After I'm done, because this is weakened, I may run some welds down this and then grind it off. Just see if that'll strengthen it up a bit, but we'll see. Okay, as you can see, I have the bumper about probably as straight as I'm going to get it. There's a little bit of curving in there, but it's pretty subtle. And so with this 2x2 clamped up on the top to keep everything in alignment, what I plan on doing is running some weld beads in the structure right here to heat up the metal and let it cool down so that the crystalline structure of the metal changes again and locks it into place. And then I'll grind those flat. I'll weld these first, leave this on here, let it cool. Once it's cooled down, naturally, which will be 20 or 30 minutes from now probably, then I will take this off, weld the remainder of it, and then grind it flat. Apparently my camera stopped recording at some point. So I don't know what you did see and what you didn't see. We'll find out later when I edit it. But I finished grinding this off. So it looks pretty smooth, pretty level. It's not perfect, but it's got a little more character now, I guess. But if I just add a little paint, I don't think you'll notice much. This has already got a few bumps and waviness to it anyway from just use. It's just meant to be used. I have a little bit more grinding, blending to do up here and right there, and I'll start giving it some paint. Probably not going to record the painting process. I don't like painting. I don't think you'd like watching it.